everyone. Hello, good evening. Join in, we are live again, waiting for you all to cook with us today. Hello, hi. Hi everyone. Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of the Plate Up with Jiva series. My name is Arpita and I'm the in-house chef for Jiva Kitchens. As always, we are here to cook a 15-minute interesting and healthy meal with you all. Today's recipe happened almost by chance in the kitchens of Jiva during our trials. So, while we were experimenting with the perfect way to cook our farm to table products for you, there was obviously a lot of quinoa cooking in the kitchen. And I found a Raghav, he is a stickler for healthy eating. So he came up with this idea that why not, toss this quinoa with some farm fresh vegetables and bake it with cheese. So here it is, the quinoa bake recipe for you, loaded with veggies and super easy to prep. So let's get started. I'm going to start with heating my pan on high heat, and also I'm going to put in my oven to preheat at about 220 degrees with both elements on. Now I'm going to add in some butter, about a tablespoon or two, more the better. Added the butter. Let's just swirl it around and let it heat in the pan. You can also use olive oil for this recipe, but I just like the taste of baked vegetables with butter instead of oil, so I'm using just regular salted butter here. And just as the butter starts to sizzle, I'm going to add in some finely chopped or minced garlic, some celery, about a tablespoon of each, and I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onions. This is called actually a mirepoix, which is celery, garlic and usually carrots. So this mix is what we really season our pan with for all kinds of basic Italian cooking, all kinds of continental cooking actually. So I've just replaced the carrots with some onions here. So just give them a quick mix. Now while the onions are cooking, I'm going to just put in some of my herbs. I'm just using some mixed herbs. You can also use some fresh herbs like parsley, basil. I have some fresh parsley at hand, so I'm just going to chop it and put that in as well. You can use fresh basil also. Let's put the herbs in. I'm putting in the herbs before I put in the other vegetables, so that the herbs can kind of just flavor everything and release their oils and flavor into the butter before we add in the vegetables. Lovely. So that's fresh parsley and some mixed herbs, dried mixed herbs. Now I'm going to add in the vegetables. We are not going to brown the onions or anything, just a quick toss. The onions are slightly translucent. I'm going to add in some mixed bell peppers. So this you can mix any kind of vegetables that you like. I'm using some broccoli here as well. Some zucchini. I've used green and yellow zucchini. And you can add in some baby corns as well. You can add in mushrooms. In case you're doing that, the mushrooms go in first because they release a lot of water. So you need to cook in the mushrooms first, let them release all their water, and then you kind of add in the remaining vegetables. Yeah. So I've cut them in that sweet diamond shape that I've spoken about in our first Plate Up with Jiva Live. Great. So you try and use a mix of good colors of vegetables, because that's always nice to look at, and also it's considered far more nutritious. Like they say, you know, eat a rainbow every day on your plate. So whether it's your fruits and vegetables, use a lot of color. Great. So this we are going to saute on high heat. I'm going to just season it with a little bit of salt and crack some black pepper on it. You can use red chili flakes also. I'm cracking some fresh black pepper. Alright, so we saute them on high heat. Next to go in is my tomato paste. You can puree roasted tomatoes, you can puree just blanched tomatoes also, or you can use a ready-made tomato paste. I'm not going to tell you to use the ready-made one. Just make it at home and you can freeze it to use later. It always sits very well in the fridge as a pre-prep. I've mentioned that in a lot of our live videos earlier. So just lower the heat a little bit now. This could take in a little bit more of the tomato paste. Let's add in some wet stock now. So just about half a cup if you feel that the vegetables need a little bit of watering down. Instead of plain water, always use vegetable stock. Now how do you make vegetable stock? So this is my kitchen tip for the day today. Whatever scraps, so now when I've chopped the broccoli, I will have stalks left. When I've, you know, chopped the zucchini, maybe I have the insides left. When I peel the carrots, I have the peels of the carrot. So all of these, you know, go into, you have some extra, you know, you have the leaves of celery, then you have onions, some extra onions, you can just put those in. So all this kind of has to boil on slow heat. You can simmer it with just a little bit of salt. You keep simmering it with water. All these you know, scraps of vegetables, just put them inside boiling water and let them boil till the time the stock is a nice golden brown. So this is the color of the stock like I showed to you, and this again, it freezes very well. So you can just put them in ice cube tray, and then you can freeze it very well. So every time you want to make a soup or you want to make something like this where you want to use some vegetable stock, it's nice to use. Right, so we don't want to cook the vegetables all the way through. These vegetables are nice when they are, you know, crunchy. So do you also know that quinoa, of course, is gluten free and it's a great source of plant-based protein. Yeah, so it's really good because about 1 cup of cooked quinoa has 8 grams of protein. So really good for the vegetarians out there. Really good source of plant-based protein. Now I'm going to add in our star ingredient for today, which is our farm to table cooked quinoa. It's been cooked to perfection, delivered to you perfectly done, so that you can prep this meal in less than 15 minutes. I'm adding in about a cup of this perfectly cooked quinoa here. Give it a good mix. You know, the scientists, and I was reading about some things related to quinoa, and I read that the scientists at NASA, you know, they are trying to grow it as suitable in outer space because one, of course, it's high in nutrition, and also the simplicity of growing quinoa. They're actually considering growing it in outer space. Isn't that so cool? Imagine you go to Mars some years from now and then you find quinoa growing there. Wow. Okay, there it is. This is absolutely ready. You can also add in some cherry tomatoes. I love the taste of cherry tomatoes, so I like to add them everywhere. This is all that it takes to prep for the quinoa bake. Now I'm going to prep in our baking dish. You can take a 6 by 6 baking dish. It's a square dish, oven proof. I'm going to just empty this quinoa and vegetable mixture inside my baking dish. This is good enough for 2 people, or if you're a big eater, then you can just finish it up for one full meal, lunch or dinner. This will suffice at either time of the day. Alright, just flatten it out so that you have a smooth surface. And then now for the best part, which Raghav is usually not very happy about, because here's where we add the not so healthy twist. Add in a good generous helping of cheese. This is a blend I'm using of mozzarella, Gouda and some cheddar cheese. This is available very readily in a diced form. So this is a blend of that diced cheese. Put in as much or as little as you like. I'm going to top it with some green olives. You can do black olives, you can do jalapenos, whatever you like. And the oven is already preheated. I'm going to toss this in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes, 220 degrees, till the time the cheese melts and it kind of broils a little, it turns a little brown. The cheese will start bubbling. That's when you have to bake it till. So that takes about 7 to 10 minutes at 220 degrees with both the elements on. So I'm not going to make you guys wait for all that time. I already have one dish ready for you here. So this is what it, oh, it's super hot. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Now we are going to garnish it with some cherry tomatoes and some parsley. Oh, this smells really heavenly. I wish there was a way to do a live where I could, do a live tasting session on Instagram and of course let you smell what we are cooking. So there goes the garnish, some fresh parsley and some cherry tomatoes, and there. So this is the perfect hot piping meal. Okay, and then we are going to, you can eat it with a toasted garlic bread, or you can just eat it by itself. It's so nutritious and healthy, and of course it's a delightful, of course, in a stomach full bowl. I promise it's not disappointing. Try it. You'll actually thank me for giving you such a simple recipe, and of course you'll thank us for giving you this wonderful ready to make product. It's our cooked farm to table, Jiva farm to table cooked quinoa, available on Thrive in Mumbai for now. And of course the other products that we have are the tricolor quinoa, we have the cooked barley, we also have the cooked steel cut oats. So these are the products that we have for you on Thrive, soon on Zomato and Swiggy. So do give this recipe a try. Tag Plate Up with Jiva on social media when you share your pictures. We'll be very happy to feature you on our page. All right, let's take some questions. Hi Caramel Quills. Hi Monica. Hi Candy Shiny. Hi Oh Cheat Day. Oh yeah, this is the right one. Oh Cheat Day. Cheat day, little extra cheese. No cheat day, no cheese. In Delhi, where can you pick Jiva products in Delhi? So Shrutidhar, we are available on Amazon or on our website jiva.in. You can go on the website and shop. So you can get the products. The farm to table right now is available only in Bombay. Soon will be available everywhere else. Kea, thank you. That's a great tip. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Shrutidhar. Hi, Heroini. Okay, so I don't think there are any other questions. Guys, you can send me your questions anytime. You can also Send in your questions later on our page. We'll try at best to reply everything and reply to all your questions later. Do tag us on Plate Up with Jiva, hashtag Plate Up with Jiva. Tag us when you make it, and I'll see you all next week with another 15-minute quick, healthy, interesting recipe. Till then, thank you for joining in. Stay tuned. Have a good evening. Bye bye.